Okay, going inside. Du-du-du-du-du. And let me unplug this so there won't be any problem hearing me. The painter's got the fan going because there's no, it just fell over. Down, fan down, fan down. There's no HVAC in here, so there's no airflow. So he's got that to dry the stuff out, the mud, so he can get it sanded. Okay, coming in the front door. Let's just hit this real quick, kitchen area, and I'll come back through. And then I'll look at his boards to give you some idea about measurement per room. Okay, that's at the front door, and I'm gonna go right because I can't talk. I like to go right. So this is, and there's thresholds we were talking about, or I was talking about cutting out. So 3-foot opening going into the bedroom to the right. Looking at his boards, those boards are probably 12 foot. Look at the ceiling, 1, 2, 3. So this room is about 12 foot wide. There's a closet. Obviously, we'll cut that out. A little 5 foot, 6 foot by 2 foot closet. And then we'll go back to the front of the house and look at his boards. There's 12 foot joint right there with about 4 foot on top of that. So 16. 12 by 16 bedroom floor. And now I'm coming into, back up a little bit, let you see. This master bath. There's a closet to the right immediately, which is a little bit smaller. I think that's about 5 foot by 2 foot instead of 6. A little bit smaller because it's like his and hers. So I don't know if this will be the man's because it's smaller. Even though we had to lower that ceiling in this bath or in this closet. See, it kind of lines up, and I just noticed that we should have dropped this piece. See, right here is different. But we did it according to the ductwork. This, obviously, because here's your return or your register. But then coming inside here, the vanity's going to go right here. Obviously, the toilet over there. And this is probably, I don't see a joint in that piece of, let me see, there's the inside corner. I'm going to say that's about 12 foot deep. So 12 and 12 is 24, yeah. So this right here at the bathroom would be the center wall, center line of the house. So 12 foot, I'm going to say this is probably across here is about 5 foot, 5.5. And then you've got this little bluet. Why didn't he put that? I don't know why. See, I'm looking at this. He didn't put a piece of tile there, a piece of sheetrock. On the outside, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna, hopefully the tile guy go over that and come out onto the floor. Anyway, if I have to, I'll put that little piece. Now we did have to do this right here. That's a, I don't know if you can see it up there as well. That's a support column. And then just like over here in this corner, we left the support column because the reason being, it made the room, see right here, it made the room like 4 inches bigger. Same thing over here. The room is 4.5 inches. Well, sorry, I'm up there looking at it, not doing my camera. 4.5 inches bigger, this room. And then, now we absorbed it. There was one right here in this inside corner. We absorbed most of that with the sheetrock. But see what happens when you don't absorb it, you got that wide ass wall. Now the exterior wall, almost every bit of it is the full 8 inches. That's why you see that right there. Okay, now coming back into the living room. The living room, I don't see a joint there, so that's probably, let's look at the ceiling. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10.5 feet, 11 feet right there. There's a joint there, same thing. Probably 12 and 4, 12 and 3 is 15. So 11 by 15 is this area. Let's just go into the bathroom now. Back here, this is where the vanity is. I don't remember if we had a 4 foot or 3 foot, but that's 3.5 to 4 feet. This bathroom's a little bit bigger. If I'd have thought about this, which we didn't pay attention as well as we could have, and shifted that bathtub, well, by that window. We didn't have a lot of room, but I was just thinking if we'd have moved that damn bathtub now 5-6 inches this way, we could have put that 5 or 6 inches in the other bathroom. Now, coming back in to the kitchen area, and this is where I was talking about Jason being here hanging the cabinets or setting the cabinets. He's going to do the base cabinets from that door across to that center and then come across right here. The last cabinet's going to go somewhere right just past that cord on the floor. That'll be your stove, and then there's one, and then the refrigerator. You see the water box. And well, what did I say? It was like 15 foot across in this room, 15 by 11, I think it was. So that would be about the same again, 15 by 11 in on this other half, because you see the support column there. And then the other one's over here. We ran a beam in the center of this, and then I framed that box down because there's ductwork running all inside that area. And then this over here is a 6x6. Literally, it's right on point at 6 foot square. Let's creep up. We got a window at about 6.5 foot up, and then that one is the same. There's one up there, and then here's the upstairs part. Now, coming in here, and I don't know if, well, yeah, you can see it pretty good. Damn it, that right there. I wish he'd have pulled that box up another 4 or 5 inches, but I can trim out around it, I guess, with the base. Anyway, this room is 6 foot out, minus the sheetrock and wall studs. And I'm going to say it's about 6 or 7 foot across. And we're not going to go into that room there. We put this little wall up so it would hide the unit. Let me see, it's getting darker. And hide this right here. If it had been me, I'd just left it fucking exposed. What is that? He's got this. Yeah, he could go ahead and hook that fucking shit up right now. And then this here too, for the power for that. And he's got a wire run up there. It was supposed to be a can light, or a canless light, but it never got sheetrock. We're not sheetrocking that. And then there's one here. I marked it in the floor. Oh my God! Of course, my mark. I need to mark that up top again because there was a mark here in the floor. Let me know where this can light was overhead for this room. That kind of sucks. I need to clean that up and find it. But anyway, that's the project. That's the job. Give you some idea of what you're up against. And what I need to know, I know upstairs you ran the flooring like from front to back. Front to back. Front to back. I need to know, because Jason's going to be here working on cabinets on this wall. So I need to know if you're going to start, if you run it front to back, would you start maybe on that wall there and run that bathroom, that closet, and come out of here and then run up to him and maybe stagger it back this way? I don't know, unless he may be out of the way by then. I don't know. Or would you start in the 6 foot room, which I don't think, if you start on this side and that room there, you're going to be getting right on top of him almost immediately. So, but I'm not a floor guy, but I am going to make a suggestion that if you started in this bedroom, you could have a day or less running, even if you come out and over and then backed up into that closet, because he'll have, if you're going to run it that way, I'll tell him he needs to start right here, or at least on the inside corner, come out here. That way you'll have a cabinet right there, about 6 inches away from that door. You can see my line right here. Should be, yeah. See the pencil mark to the left of the camera? That's basically where that cabinet's going to line up. And then you can backtrack into that bedroom. Or if you wanted to come, I don't know if you want to run it with the house and start at that corner, come right down this front wall. I don't know. Now, if you do that, I wouldn't bank on the house being 100% square, so you might want to pop a line and check it. Now, but at the same time, if you run it front to back, this area right here, I'm gonna put my back to the door. When you come in this door, if you run it front to back, it needs to look pretty damn straight. So by the time you come out of that bedroom, if you start over here, which I would, if you're gonna run it front to back, I would suggest start over here instead of the other side, because you're running right into the cabinets really quick. There again, when you come out of this doorway, you probably need to pop a line against this wall right here. So when you do come in this front door and you walk into the room and say you're gonna look to the kitchen, somebody standing there at the kitchen sink where that window is, and you're saying, oh my God, the floor is crooked as shit. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then that's gonna be all fucked up. Okay, so I need to know, maybe this is gonna help you understand the project. And yes, I'll clean the floor up probably Friday evening, and I'll try to get some plastic down Friday evening, or first thing, no, I will. I'll have to. I'll get some plastic, but I need to know where I need to start the plastic. Depending on how late I want to stay here to get plastic started for you, so you can come in and start laying floor immediately. So yeah, check the video out. Let me know where you're going to start, what you think. If you got any questions, give me a call, and let's go from there. We'll take off and get some work done. I'm going to plug the fan back in so he don't hate me. Okay, thanks. Bye.